Hello everybody. I am currently on my break at work and I just wanted to make a quick video. I don't know. I've really been struggling to get through this shift. Things have definitely been hard. I wanted to make this video to show you guys that progression isn't linear and that, there will be some days where you feel like you have everything figured out and then the day after you're, punched in the gut, and it's just, I don't know. I just wanted to kind of shed some light on that, and just kind of be transparent and show you guys kind of what I've been going through today. Not to victimize myself or anything. Like, I'm not trying to get clout from like trauma dumping on the camera. Like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just trying to show you guys all right, I felt like I was on top of the world. I was like, oh yeah, I moved on from my girlfriend. Like, things are going right. My friends and I are starting to hang out again. And then today, I was struggling to make it through the first hour and a half, 2 hours of my shift, and I had to go into the bathroom, and honestly, I had to cry a little bit. I was just so overwhelmed and overstimulated, and I kept, I started going back to my old thought patterns, and wondering what the world would be like without me. I'm not action oriented on that, but that's just kind of I noticed that's where my thoughts were starting to go back to again. And I felt hopeless. I felt like I wanted to just give up, not even in a living sense, but just become a chud and mess around. But no, I want to stay disciplined. I want to keep doing what I'm doing even when I'm struggling, and that's what this video is for. Is to show you guys that you can do it, even when you're going through the ringer, you showed up, and that's all that matters. I had to call my parents today and try and get a hold of them because I was just struggling so bad. And look at me now. I'm already halfway through my shift. I only have a couple more hours. I'm making a video. I'm planning on hitting the gym with one of my friends after work. I'd turn my day around big time. So I'm proud of myself, and I've just been trying to stay afloat. That's all you can do, right? So when I make these videos, by all means, I don't want to paint this image that oh, this is going to be an easy journey, all you have to do is love yourself. No, I want to be transparent, and again, this is what that is about. I want to shine some light and let you guys in when I'm at my lowest, because I feel like that's the problem with social media, is that everyone only posts when they're at their very highest. They leave out all the bad parts, no matter what social media you're talking about. So I want to be transparent, and I want to show you guys that it isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Yeah, I've been progressing, and I've been getting to a point where I can start to kind of get a grasp on all right, I'm moving on, and I'm focusing on myself. But obviously there's going to be days I couldn't stop crying earlier today. And quick side note, I think that crying is your best tool. I feel unfortunately in this day and age, crying has been painted as this weak thing that you can do, or you're weak if you do it. It's vulnerable, of course, it's a vulnerable action, but especially in general, but especially painted amongst younger men. You're almost dissuaded from crying because it makes you look weak. But I think that no matter who you are, I think you should cry a little bit, man. Just let it out. That's what I've been doing, and it's been helping way more than you would think. Because it numbs down the emotional intensity of the feelings that you have to battle, so that it's more of a manageable dosage, so to say. But yeah, I just I've been crying it up today, and I'm not really afraid to admit that, because it's helped me from not having a shitty day the entire shift. Now things are starting to look up. I've been listening to some Drake, some Views. I listened to the Fall Off earlier. That's something I've been trying to do, is just listen to a lot of music, try and discover and stuff. Quick side rant, I know this isn't really a music channel yet. I do want to do stuff with music, but I still gotta focus on growing first and, you know, putting out the priority stuff, which is just helping you guys. But the Fall Off is like so good. Like, it is like such a good album. Literally I want to say album of the year. It's like low-key, like, for me, like, it's my favorite album that I've like ever listened to. And like, I love J. Cole, and I'm not trying to like glaze or have any bias, but like almost every single song is like unskippable. It's so good. So quick side rant, if you guys want me to kind of go into music, I mean, comment down below, comment some music opinions, you know, mainly with rap. I'm a big rap head. You know, a while back I started an Instagram account, and I never really followed through with it, you know, but it was called the Zen Music Discussion, and it, you know, I mean, you know, if you're watching this, maybe you remember that, if like, you know, you're like one of my like day ones. But you know, my friends and I used to rank like Travis Scott and Kanye, and like we would like make these little brackets, you know, and we would just like, you know, put songs against each other and like seed them based on like how we all agreed on, like, you know, what they were sitting at. And man, it was fun times. I miss doing that, so I do want to do that again, you know, as like a side thing, of course. But yeah, right now I'm just focused on making this content for you guys and for myself, and, you know, taking what I'm going through and putting it out there so that like others can benefit from it, you know. Like, if it's one person, like, my goal is complete, you know. So yeah, I mean, that's just my little tidbit of living life. It's been really hard, but I'll be all right. But yeah, I mean, I've just been, you know, I've been really missing her, and I'm still trying to move on and focus on moving on, but it's been hard, you know, because like, when you grow to love someone like that and they become like your other half for so long, and then they just kind of like disappear, like, you feel empty for so long because, you know, all the space that they took up is now free. So I mean, it's been hard. And like, last night, unfortunately, like, I had a dream that like we were like still a thing, you know. And so like, when I woke up, I just was overwhelmed with sadness and like longing. But I know that for my growth and for my betterment, like, even, you know, I don't even, obviously that's not an option on the table, but even if it was, for my growth and betterment, like, I need to flip the page and I need to focus on going to a new chapter. So yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, that's practically it. I just wanted to kind of go on a little quick break yappage, you know, talk about what I've been going through today. I want to try and get another video out because I've been kind of slacking. I want to push myself to do more videos and more content. So I'm gonna try my best. No guarantees, but I'm gonna try my best to start producing more. I want to hit consistency like once a day, but, you know, this doesn't take as long as like I like to believe it does. So I need to try and start doing like multiple uploads for a little bit. But yeah, I'll just play it by ear and see, because I also don't want to burn myself out. But, you know, if I want to make it big and I want to make a difference, like, I have to put in some work and have more discipline. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, you know, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot. Like I said, comment down below any like hip-hop music takes you have, and I'll try my best to kind of banter with you. And then yeah, like, I just, you know, love yourself and forgive yourself. Have patience with yourself, because progression isn't linear. And, you know, you could be feeling amazing one day, you know, and then the next day, like, you're slumping. And so don't beat yourself up. Like, it's, you know, it's gonna happen. You'll get there eventually. One day you'll look back and you'll be like, man, like, woof, that was quite the chapter, you know. But until then, all you can do is live it, make the best of it, and, you know, yeah. Peace out, stay blessed.